Okay, I guess now we are going both in Rumble and YouTube and Discord in the same time. And we need to post the link in. So our topic today is about the agenda. You know, it's not a secret that the Muslims, they have an agenda in their vote, which means they don't vote as a citizen of USA, they vote as citizen of Islam. Muslims in the West, especially those who they are true believers, not just Muslim by names, they are not allowed even to believe for a second that they are citizen of the country. They are only citizen of Islam, which means they have no loyalty except to a Muslim leader or a caliphate run by a Muslim government. Anything else, will not function for them. Let us post in. But still, the question is why Muslims vote for liberals. And this goes everywhere, in the West in general, USA or other countries. To make it simple, liberals are people who believe in self-destruction. And the more liberalism grows, the more Islam gets stronger. To explain it more, when you have liberals, what liberals teach? What they want? They want no Bible in school, no Christian teaching, nothing. But you might say, well, this will affect Islam too, because Muslims, they are people who have religion, and liberals against religion. You are mistaken. Liberals are a bunch of potatoes, and they hate specifically Christianity. So they don't target anything have to do with Islamic education. Muslim schools, they build them everywhere. County run by liberals, they don't force any code on them. Kids been taught horrible things. We saw in England a documentary, it's called Dispatch. I don't know how many of you watch it. In the documentary, you will see how the Muslim sheikh is teaching kids about the kuffar. They are our enemy. May Allah curse them. May Allah kill them. And after all of this, they have many videotapes, many audio. I mean, we are in the time of technology where you can spy at somebody even without going to his house. Like now, there is technology, they can listen to me without coming to my house. They do not even need to put anything inside the house. So if you think for a second that the intelligence in the West, when I say the intelligence, I mean like CIA, whatever they call them in every country, they don't know really what they teach inside the schools of hatred and violence. You will be totally mistaken. But still they ignore them. We saw in last year reports how the FBI in USA, they are targeting the Catholic and considering Catholic churches and schools are terrorist organizations. So imagine the Catholic for the FBI in USA, they are terrorists, and those who praise Osama bin Laden, they are not. and those who support, in the street, they go supporting Hamas. So Catholic, they are terrorists. Why? Because they are against abortion. So here you notice that the awkward society, or the one who controlled this awkward society in the West, they side 100% with Muslims. Muslims, like now, even in the Congress, they make a law against Islamophobia. And then you ask yourself, what is Islamophobia is? I mean, what do you mean a law against Islamophobia? You live in a country, let us say for the sake of argument, somebody have a phobia. How you make a law against a phobia? Isn't this stupid? And how come you don't make a law against Christophobia? I mean, those Antifa, liberals, Democrats, they have a phobia of the Christians. And we are not the one who is terrorist, and we are not the one who shoot people in the street, and we are not the one who go and do mass shooting for gays as they did in USA before. So you will notice here they are trying to protect Islam in every way, in every mean they can. And the example of that, you see what they do in Facebook, in Twitter, even the Chinese app, TikTok. I posted 3 videos. I did not even say anything. I did not say potato, tomato. I did not, Still they take my video down. If you insult Christianity, if you threaten Christians, if you say you want to behead him, if you say you are not a terrorist. So it's very clear and very obvious that the West, and when we say the West, we are talking about the liberals, they are in bed with the terrorist. Why? Because they share the benefit. Western, and I'm talking about those who they are, again, when I say Western, I'm not talking about you as a Western. I'm talking about, the one in charge. Even when Trump, he was in charge, he was not really in charge. It was the liberals. You see, one of the funny things about Republican, when they win election, they focus only in having the White House. But Department of State is liberal. CIA is liberals. FBI is liberals. The government TV stations is liberals. Trump, when he came to the office, he started making orders, but none of them, we can say, is useful. The first thing Obama, the Muslim Obama, when he come to the office, he fired all Christian generals in the army, all of them. And he replaced them with the pure liberals. Trump, he come to the office, he did not do anything. This is why me, myself, I wanted to have someone like DeSantis. Trump is a big balloon. He say nice words, speeches. He can make a good economy. But it's come to details, he's an idiot. And this is why, if you notice, when Trump was in the office, the guy who, the ones who he hired him, they are against him. Department of Justice. I mean, he changed, I don't know how many foreign ministers in less than 2 years. So he do not know how to choose. He do not know how to choose loyal people. He do not. I don't know how he choose people, but he chose them as like going shopping. Liberals, they are sneaky, the same as Osama bin Laden. They sneak, they are weed, they go inside the system, and it's very hard to get them out. And then anyone, he is not one of them, they cast him out. So slowly, schools became all of it liberals. If you are a Christian, you are not welcome. If you go to any university, like in California, the second you say you are a Christian, you have no job. The weeds will surround you and they will destroy you. If you don't accept evolution theory, you cannot even have a PhD. You cannot even continue the study. When you fill up the application, they ask you what you believe in certain issues. The second you say you don't believe in them, you're out. So what do you need to do? You have to say, I believe in it, until you finish your degree, and then you say, I don't believe in it. Which means they force you to lie. So liberals, in my opinion, are the most dangerous, not Muslims. Muslims, they flourish only because of liberals. Like now, if you see what's going on about Gaza, Muslims in USA are a very small, tiny minority. They cannot even be counted. And look, they are talking about supporting who? I mean, who care you support who? You cannot make any value in the value of the election. Yet they think they can elect a president and they can change the president. But all of us, we knew that if Biden is nice to them or not, they will vote for Biden because they don't have a choice. They will vote for Trump? No way. The major problem in the West is liberals. The tens of thousands of people they go in the street to free Palestine, those are not Muslims. Not in USA. Even in Europe, if you look, like I saw a so-called protest in Amsterdam, you look at the pictures, you find everybody is blonde, blue eyes, you know, stupid, just average stupid Europeans. Let me see if I can pause for you something here. Just to show you who is the one who protests. You know, very weird people, you know, very weird and very stupid. They don't even know where Gaza is. They don't know who are the one who live in Gaza. All what they know, ceasefire now. But why they are moving in the street? Who is behind them? And here we goes to the money of the Gulf. You see, the Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, Qatar, they have a huge influence in the American election. Fox News partner with many very filthy, wealthy Muslims, especially Emirat. Sky News is owned by Emirat. BBC was funded for many decades. BBC, the government media of UK government, was funded by Saudi Arabia. Until one day the BBC, by mistake, they made a program about you know, the opposition in like of the royal family in Saudi Arabia. Then Saudi Arabia decided to stop funding the BBC Arabic, and then all the employees, and this is when Al Jazeera TV opened, when they fire all the employees from BBC Arabic, right away Al Jazeera, they contacted every single one of them and they hired them in Al Jazeera TV. And this was the start of the Al Jazeera TV. And Al Jazeera TV, they found, okay, a great opportunity. BBC is gone. The influence of the Saudi is gone. It's our time now. So they hired them. And now Al Jazeera is very influenced in your election. Russia Today, you know, other example of influence. And because American are, you know, Western in general, they are very naive. I don't want to use the word stupid too much, but I don't find really better word than the word stupid to describe how the Western are. I know sometimes, like, you know, saying certain words can be maybe harsh for some, but give me a better word, you know, I don't know. You tell me, there's a better word. So everybody, he have his fingers in the elections of USA. Like now, Russia, they wanted Trump to win. Why? Because Trump, he will not support Ukraine. Saudi Arabia wanted Trump to win because Trump, he is way better than Biden to them. Qatar, they bought Trump and they bribe his son-in-law. They rented his building for $1 billion. His son-in-law, too, by the way, he made $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. Big investment. And you ask yourself, I mean, they are going after Hunter Biden for whatever bribe he did. And obviously, Joe Biden is corrupt too. But nobody is talking about what this Kushner is about. So in the screen, you know, we have many things working together. You know, the Muslims inside the state, they are making a pressure on Joe Biden because they want him to stop the war in Gaza, supporting Israel. But Joe Biden, he knew that he cannot, you know, for the sake of little Muslims, little tiny minority, forsake Israel, because he's not in love in Israel, but he knew that how that will be having a huge impact on his election. He will lose miserably if he go against Israel. And actually, I believe if the election goes the correct way, Trump, he will win. But Trump, on the other hand, is not really a person who is, we can say he is a Christian, he is against terrorism and Islam. And no. Trump, as he is very close. He have a very close friendship with all terrorist leaders in the Middle East. The Saudi, the Emirati, the Bahraini, the Qatari. In fact, Trump is the one who forced Saudi Arabia to not to attack Qatar. They were planning to do invasion, Saudi Arabia and Emirat. Even Trump, in the last 5 days of his work in the office in the White House, he forced, go check it out, when the Saudi, they stopped their sanctions. He forced the Saudi to shake hands with the Qatari and to drop their sanctions. The border was closed with Qatar. Qatar have nowhere to buy food except from Iran. So Trump have a very stupid decisions when it's come to sponsor the terrorism countries, especially Qatar. Now I know many people here, I voted for Trump and I have no choice but to vote for him again, but not because he is the best, but he is an idiot. But he is better than the other idiot. Those people, they worship one God, money. And the Christians, who they are supposedly the conservative in this country, in USA, they believe in Trump that he is really is going to defend the Christianity. Like he make a speech about Christianity, you know, freedom, etc. Yeah, but you know, in the same time, why nobody is asking him, what about the Christian freedoms in Qatar, as an example? What about Qatari supporting Hamas? You know, how come you don't see that? How come Qatar is your best of friends? You know, I mean, everybody knows that the head of the snake in every garbage happening in the world is Qatar. Qatar is the funding terrorist in the heart of Africa, including Nigeria. Terrorism, terrorist camps, Al-Qaeda. Osama bin Laden, he never accepted to meet any journalist for a long time except at Al Jazeera TV. Somebody saying, Christian Prince, you said that you don't think we are at the end of the time. Ezekiel 39:39. My friend, you can take any verse from the Bible and make it fit for anything you want. And I believe anyone who speak about we are at the end of the time, I don't want to be rude, but this is foolish. Didn't you give up what those people keep saying to you that we are the prophecy is happening? Yeah, it's you know, and people get excited. Yeah, you know, stop being foolish. Going back to the topic. It doesn't matter who is going to be the president. The Muslims, are going to buy him. They were successful to have even a Muslim in the White House. His name is Obama. When Obama took over, the Muslim Sunni, they were very disappointed. Why? Because obviously he's a Shia. That's why he sponsored Iran against the Muslim Sunni countries. You will notice during the time of Obama, relationship between Obama and Saudi Arabia was almost zero. To the point when Obama went to Saudi Arabia, nobody even went to the airport to welcome him. They sent him a little ruler for a city, the mayor of a city, nobody, nobody. When Trump, he went to Saudi Arabia, the whole country is in the airport. They brought for him Muslim leaders from around the world. There is a reason. Obama as a Shia is a threat. To all Muslim countries. During Obama visit to Saudi Arabia, he was treated as nothing. You know what nothing means? Nothing. The king did not come to welcome him, especially the first visit. Now, for sure, he met with the king, etc., but they treated him as a piece of garbage. And this is exactly happened when Joe Biden, he went to Saudi Arabia too. You will notice that the one who met with Joe Biden, it was not even the king. It was the crown prince. Because the Saudi, they believe that Joe Biden is just Obama. He is a person who is in the White House, but the real president right now in USA is Obama. And I believe this is true. It's not about who is in charge. It's about protocol. When a president meet, the ruler of the country will meet him, not a crown prince. Let's see if I can show you. Like if you look in the news, you can search it. I mean, how they welcome Obama in Saudi Arabia. There is many reasons, by the way, they were treating him badly because number one, he is black. If we can call him black, actually he's not black. Number two, he's a Shia. Number three, he worked so hard to support Iran. And he released all sanctions on Iran. He gave Iran the power, It was the biggest investment and the biggest victory for Iran is to have Obama, their man, in the White House. And because Americans are, generally speaking, are just a bunch of stupid people when it's come to elections and who to choose. Obama, when he was doing his speeches, people, they were stunned by his speeches. He's so good in making speeches. The guy, he just said, in my Muslim faith. He said that in TV. I mean, what is this? Why he want to make a mistake, says my Muslim faith? Why he said Muslim faith? Why didn't say Hindu, Buddhas? He said my Muslim faith. And then they say, oh, but it was by mistake. So the guy, he said it with his mouth. Still the stupid American, they vote for him. They vote for him twice. Going back to Muslims in the West. So now we have the money of the Muslims. Like now, this organization we see in the front of us in the screen, CARE. This is founded by Hamas member, Hamas founder. This person who found, like he found or he established CARE, he was deported. Imagine. And CAIR is still there. And CAIR, they go after Christians who speak against Islam and they harass them. CAIR Super Tuesday. Poll shows 37% of Muslim voters favor third party or other candidate over Biden and Trump. And here you see the hypocrisy and the stupidity of this statement. Who is the third party who is going to win the election? This is how stupid they, it just don't want to put themselves like in a charge of election, or they are really can make a difference when they are very small, tiny numbers in the society. Very tiny. It's not even 1 to 300. Not even that. Muslim voters. In the same time, when you talk about Muslim voters, they keep talking about Michigan. The majority of Muslims in Michigan are Shia. And Shia, they will vote for anyone who supports Iran. Or let us say he will have a better policy for Iran, and that is Democrat. Trump, he was way the opposite of Obama and Joe Biden from Iran. So for sure, the Muslim Shia in Michigan, they will not vote for Trump. But who cared? Still, they are a small, tiny minority, and he will win Michigan. They like it or not. After all this noise the Muslims they make about being, exist in the West and they are growing, they could not even force any government in the Western countries to stop supporting Israel. They could not. In any country. The only countries you will find Muslims they have influence with them is where racism flourish, like in South Africa. South Africa, Israel used to have a good relationship with the previous regime, which is racist. So they have a lot of hatred to Israel. And because they are ignorant too, they believe that people of Gaza, they are black, and the Israeli are blonde white people, So, and the influence of Qatar and the money of Qatar, they are building mosque there, they are trying to spread Islam there. So they have the Muslim, they have a great influence in South Africa, even though they are a small, tiny minority. But because they have there already a regime, they make speeches about beheading white people. Imagine, they make speeches, it's time to kill white people. And they are the one who speak about, they claim that Israel is a racist country, when they are the one who speak about beheading white people, just because you're white. So this is a very evil regime, very disgusting, and yet they are the one who jump in the front to speak about genocide. And I find it very funny that such an African country speak about genocide against Gaza, but they are surrounded by countries where Muslims are slaughtering Christians, like Nigeria, etc. West Africa. I mean, every day there's a 300, 400, 500 kidnapped, church burned, assault. So the South African regime, which is racist, like what happened in South Africa, they replace racist white regime by a black racist regime. That's what happened. Nelson Mandela, who everybody praise him, etc. This guy is a gang leader. This is the truth. His wife is is very corrupt. Now look at the millions they have. I mean, where the money is coming from? The guy he was nobody. So very corrupt. And they use racism in order to have a strong hold. And they found their relationship with Qatar a big investment. A lot of money is coming from Qatar. And Qatar used them. Why Qatar don't make a case for genocide? Because this can be done by anybody. I mean, there are 65 Muslim countries. Why South Africa? Doesn't make sense, right? Where is the Muslims? Why Saudi Arabia don't make a case? Because any country can make a case. You will find that they always find someone who is supposedly not a Muslim to make it look more legitimate, not because we are Muslims. And you know, talking about genocide in Gaza, which is very, you know, I find it very funny statement. If the Israeli, they want to do genocide, they will not kill the total of 30,000 in war. They can kill everybody in 5 minutes. Those people, they have nukes. How come when the terrorists of Gaza, you know, the terrorists of Gaza is not Hamas. That's a big fat lie. The terrorists of Gaza is Gaza. We saw the majority of those who did the attack in the day of October 7, they were civilians. Many of the ones who kidnapped women, they were civilians. And civilians, they were dancing in the street. If you go and look, you will find that this is the biggest lie. They say to you that in Gaza there is civilians who they are victims. So who was dancing in the street? Are they actors? Are they paid by the West? Are they paid by Israel? And yeah, they did the same in 9/11. But this one, they were like, Allahu Akbar, people even crying from happiness. They were crying from happiness. They were so happy. You will notice that all the protests happen in the street. Nobody is asking to free the hostages. Ceasefire now, which means keep the hostages, have sex with them, slave them, rape them. You know what happened to those liberals? They say no women left behind. How come now we want those women to be left behind and they are raped every day? This is why I say to you, Muslims, they find that the liberals are a treasure for them. They invest on them. They will support them. Because they cannot find better investment than the liberals. You know, when you see people in Gaza dancing and giving baklava, and they are going in the street by tens of thousands, celebrating October 7. I saw tons of videos. If I know, like, YouTube will not flag me as usual, I will play for you many of them. They were happy, excited, dancing, Allahu Akbar, giving candies for free, victory, Allahu Akbar, crying from happiness, so excited. How come nobody accused the terrorists of Gaza of genocide? What is genocide? You go and you shoot everybody in your way. child, women. They rape them, they kidnap them, they kill them, they burn them alive. And nobody mentioned the word genocide. They attack a festival. People are dancing. There's nobody, there's no army, there is no fight, there is no soldiers, there's nothing. That is genocide. But nobody speak about it. And then when the Israeli army go to get back their hostages and to make those people who did the crime pay, obviously they are committing genocide. So we have to be careful in what we see in the news. And I say to you, and I go and I stand behind my statement, when you see Muslims voting for somebody, that means this person is not good for you. If the Muslims voted for a Christian Prince one day, they say Christian Prince is a good guy, vote for him, that means Christian Prince is not good no more. If the Muslim they say vote for Trump, that means Trump become garbage. Anyone they say vote for him, it means there is something wrong, something fishy. Remember, we are not just talking about Muslims in general, we are talking about Muslims who believe in Islam. The Quran make it clear that Muslim cannot take Christians and Jews as friends. So how they can take anyone as a friend? Chapter 3, verse number 28, this is the chapter of Taqiyya. A Muslim cannot take disbelievers as supporters, helpers, friends, awliya. And whoever does that, he is not a Muslim no more. And not only that, he must be killed. However, if you do speak to them in a friendly way while your heart dislike that, it's okay. Which means, if you are trying to fool them by making them believe that you are their friend, you are welcome to do so. Here you see in the tafsir of the verse, if somebody, he took a Christian, Jews, liberals, atheists as a friend, if he is a sincere, the one who does that, he take them as a friend, seeking might and honor by taking the hypocrite and disbelievers as a friends, he has no connection to Allah, he's an apostate. He has no honor, which means we can rape his women. Mercy or protection, which means we can kill him, we can torture him, from Allah, unless it be that yet you guard yourself against them, save yourself from them. Taking as it were security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them while your heart dislike this. So, true Muslim who live in the West, if he is a true Muslim, not somebody his name is Muhammad, because we cannot say every Muslim is believing, when I say Muslim for me, it's not somebody his name is Muhammad, it's somebody believe in this. The same as a Christian, it's not somebody his name is George or Christian, but somebody he believe in the Bible, in Jesus' teaching, and follow him. So A Muslim is someone who follows Islam and Muhammad and the Quran, not a person his name is Ahmad. Not necessarily. There's many of them, they are atheists. There's many of them, they don't even care for Islam for a second. But there's many of them, they play that they don't care for Islam as part of this. So they speak to you, they say, oh, we don't care for this, we don't believe in this, man, what are you talking about? You know, as you see, speaking to them in a friendly way, which means the way make them happy, make them believe that you are in their side, while your heart dislike that. When the Serbian, they have a war with the Muslim terrorists who came from around the world to kill them. From Pakistan, from Syria, from Iraq, from Afghanistan, from Saudi Arabia. Terrorists, they pour from everywhere. And those Serbians are fighting alone. And the Serbians, they were victorious. Obviously. How the Muslims, they fought and switched the war upside down. It was a filthy, coward, liberal president, Bill Clinton, who was having sex in the office with his whore. Suddenly, the liberals in USA, they are speaking about ethic when they are voting for someone. He lie under oath. You see, in USA, if you lie to the government, you stay for at least 5 years, 6 years in jail. At least. This guy, he lied under oath. And they got him busted. Still nothing happened. So the Saudi, who they are funding him and his wife, they said, why we want to go at war? Well, we call our puppy, the liberals. We fund them. If you remember this guy Assange, the one who they are going to deport him to USA, for no crime he did except exposing the scam of the Clinton family. And the stupid Trump, instead of giving this guy a burden, he did nothing. I mean, this guy is the one who helped him actually to win the election. I say to you, if not this guy, Trump, he will not win. And the stupid Trump, he did not give him a burden. He exposed all the donation is coming from where. More than 70 to 80% of the donations of Clinton scam organization was coming from Muslim countries. Even Morocco, imagine Morocco is a poor country. Why Morocco, a country getting aid from USA? We gave them aid. Why they are giving donations to Hillary Clinton? And here we, you know, donation, quote unquote, you know, donation. So, what the USA sadly become, a police for the one who pay more. When Iraq invade Kuwait, George Bush, he took almost 500,000 soldier army to free Kuwait. Why? Because the Kuwaiti, they pay for it. When the war happened in Africa and between the Tutsi and I don't know the other tribe, Tutsi, Hutsi, something like that, killing each other, burning each other alive, slaughtering, genocide, not a single soldier was sent from any European countries or United Nations. Not a single person go in the street against genocide. This is the real genocide. People are burned alive by tens and hundreds of thousands. Do you know why? Well, they are poor. They are African. Okay, let them die. Do they have oil? They don't. Okay. We will not send anybody. But when Saddam Hussein invade Kuwait, the whole world wanna come and support Kuwait. Imagine Kuwait have a population is so big to the point that every single citizen of Kuwait was staying in a hotel paid by the Prince of Kuwait. Very tiny, small, tiny country. Suddenly, every country in the world want to send forces to defeat Saddam Hussein. So the game, move between liberals and Republican in USA. But at the end of the day, whoever going to be in the office, the Muslim will buy him. I will vote for Trump, not because he's a good guy. I believe strongly he is not. But at least he will not harass the Christians. At least he will not fabricate law just to fight us and, take our freedom away. At least he want to close the borders. At least he want to fix the economy. But I assure you that the influence of the money of the Muslim countries are going to have a huge impact in Trump decisions. He's a businessman. He have no God. I don't even believe that he believe in God. But this is his line. He knew that the one who support him is the Christian, so now he have to present himself as a Christian. The coming election, now I see many people talking about how excited they are because Trump will win. But then there is a serious question about it. If Biden was able to steal the election, last election, how and why Trump is going for election? Well, he will steal it again. If Biden was able to steal the election while Trump was in the office, Biden will not be able to steal the election when he controls all departments. It's just a question. So if the election is a fraud, then why they are working for it? There's no election then. If the election is real, I assure you that Trump, he will win in a massive way. All the naive ones who they believe those Democrats, they notice how stupid Democrat is. Price of gas became 3 times more. Houses, mortgage, inflation, borders open, crimes is skyrocketing. Liberal states are getting empty. If you go right now, if you search on YouTube, I wish I can play for you videos from YouTube. If you go right now and search for San Francisco, stores, massive closing, everybody leaving, all companies are leaving because you live in a state where there is no police. Even if they arrest somebody, after 5 minutes they release him. I mean, the guy, he stole, he took phones, he took etc. Well, he is stressed, I mean, they are very stupid. New York, Chicago, they are getting empty. Everybody is leaving. Even liberals themselves, they don't want to live in liberal states. You cannot see. I will go on to show you San Francisco. Exodus map. But you have to sign. All right. San Francisco Exodus map. And I'm really grateful of their stupidity. The same way I am grateful for the stupidity of Islam. Because if Islam not so stupid, it's going to be very hard to expose something not stupid. I mean, you can search yourself and you can find each website I try to show on the screen. You know, they are asking me to sign membership, you know, stupid things. I mean, how stupid they are. You cannot even find a website. Crazy. But anyway, you can search it yourself. It's not a secret. There's videos of people who go on the street and they are recording how stores in San Francisco are shutting down everywhere. Oakland, many cities. Now they put National Guards in the subway in New York. I mean, this is how horrible it is. To the point you need an army. Those are army. And then you ask yourself, what the point? If you arrest the guy and then you release him after, I mean, imagine immigrant, they did beat 2 policemen. They beat them. And then after they arrest them, they let them go. I mean, have you ever heard of any country in the world somebody beat policemen and you let them go? This is why I say that Trump is going to win in a massive way, because there is many, even those who live in the liberal state, even those who vote for Democrat, slowly they are convinced that the Democratic Party is the most stupid party. You know, me myself I'm an immigrant, you know, so I cannot say I am against immigrant. You cannot say I'm being hateful for immigrant. Me myself, I'm immigrant. And you can tell from my accent, right? But only stupid people believe that they should have their borders open. Where slavery happened, women raped, you know, all those poor people who pour through the borders, there's hundreds of thousands of them. What they would do for living? Okay, they get inside the country, what they will do? I will tell you what they do. Gang will use them for prostitution. Women, pretty women, they go to prostitution. Not good-looking women, they will take them for slavery to work in restaurant in the back of the restaurant, cleaning dishes. Housemaid, farmers. And they will give them not even 10% of a salary. This is why many, they refuse any policy against new migrant closing the borders, because they are making billions of dollars from their back. At the same time, the Democratic Party hoping that by time they are going to change the voting numbers, because as most of those who they are coming to the country, the one who will give them citizenship is Democrat. Then they will vote Democrat. Me, myself, they asked me, when I went first time, I became a citizen, and I wanted to vote. So this is the first time, I don't know really how to vote, so I have my ID with me. So the lady, she said to me, you have an accent, where are you from? I said, I'm from the Middle East. She said, strange, usually from those areas, they vote for Democrat. I said to her, I'm not stupid. You should see her face. She was a Democrat. I mean, I just really showered her with my words. Yeah. I mean, you have an accent, where are you from? I said, I'm Middle East, Arab. So they really, usually they vote all Democrat. I said, I'm not stupid. When she was looking, you see how her eyebrows get up like she's going to dance, like a, you know, yeah. Anyone who love his country and he wants safety and security, he should refuse anything the liberals they come with. They never bring something good to the table. Never. You see, even when they say they are going to pay for mortgage for children who they have a mortgage for a school, even that is not because they are good, but because they are evil, because they want them to vote for them. It's a bribe. And you will notice that most of people, they will pay their mortgage is the rich ones. Because those who go to expensive universities are the rich ones. The one who go to government school, they do not need a mortgage. So what Biden is doing, actually, he is paying the rich tuition for their kids. He is not paying the kids who they are poor. Like, you know, if they say, if you have no income, you have, your parents are poor, and then we pay your mortgage, I would say, okay, this is good. But they are paying mortgage for those who go to Berkeley, who go to Stanford. Those who will make millions after they graduate. So why they will not pay? If he cannot afford to pay for the mortgage, why he go to a very expensive school? So they fool you and they make you believe that they are the one who care for you. In fact, they are paying the rich. In the same time, what about those who did pay? I pay for my tuition. I used to work in the morning, afternoon, at night. I go at night to the school. And, you know, in the beginning, I don't have a car. You know, as a new migrant, I don't have a car. I don't have even a driver license. So I work all day. And then at night, I go. And I was doing my master's degree. And tuition is so expensive. And, you know, I worked really so hard. And all the work I do, by the way, could not cover even my tuition or even my rent. Because again, when you are in the country migrant, they take advantage of you. They don't even give you not even 10% of the salary you deserve. They say to you, you like it, you didn't like it, get out. This is why they like migrant. Like what the salary was at that time, $3,000. They will give you $500. You like it, you don't like it, get out. So going back to our topic, the Muslims, they find the liberals are a treasure because this is a self-destruction party, which means this is a party will destroy the country. No religion, no God, no Bible, and then what? The way is open for Islam. They go to those hippie kids who they are just believing in, whatever stupid things. And they find them empty. They don't have God, they don't have religion, they don't have a book, they don't have anything. They have zero education, they don't even know 2x2, what is the number. Can you believe it that liberal schools, they decide in many places like Chicago, I think, or New York, I think Chicago, that they want to take the mathematics class out of the class because there's migrant, they are not good in math. What? Oh, you know, they feel bad. What? Can you believe it how stupid those people are? In California, just last week, they approved that illegal migrant, he can apply for a mortgage. Well, they took the mortgage, they go home. You know, when I was in Europe a long time ago, they said to me, and the one who said to me, by the way, is a Muslim. He said to me, by the way, there's an easy way to make money. I said, how? I thought he's going to tell me about a job or something. He said, you apply for credit cards in many banks. They don't have requirement. They will give it to you right away. And the average is between 5,000 to 10,000 pounds. Collect them all, and don't pay them after 3 years or 4 years, legally they will drop all the collection, which means that that's yours. You can take all the money, go to the Middle East, open a store, and come back again and apply for the same thing again. So liberals is the biggest dangerous facts you have in your country. It's not the Muslims. Muslims, they use them. I don't know if you study about the ants. The ants, they have cattle. Anybody heard that? There is little tiny creatures, they make like honeydew on the top of the leaves of the tree. And the ants, they go every day, and even they move them from place to place. Can you believe it? Ants, they move those little tiny insect, very tiny. They move them from place to place to feed in something else so they can make more honeydew. And this is how the Muslim, they find the liberals. They are the one who make honeydew for them. To make it simple, when a Muslim votes for anyone, there's something fishy. Don't vote for this person. And if you don't believe me, if you think I am being prejudiced or, this is in front of you, you see? It says they cannot take you as a friend. In fact, the Quran make it clear that a Muslim cannot take a friend, even if his father. I'm not talking about the neighbor now. I'm not talking about a Western. I'm talking about your father from your blood. The one who made you. Your mother, your family. You cannot. If they cannot take their own parents and their brothers and their sibling as a friends, how they can take you as a friend? Read it in front of you. This is Quran chapter 58 verse number 22. O Muhammad, you will not find any of the people who believe in Allah and the last day making a friendship. By the way, it doesn't say friendship only. It's about loving them, being nice. You change the translator, you will see how the game works. Let us see different translator. Do you see it? You will not find any people who believe in Allah and the last day loving those who resist Allah and His Messenger, even though they were their fathers, their sons, their brothers, their kindred. For such He has written faith on their heart. Do you see it? So why do you want to vote for anyone? Are they in love with them? They cannot take them as a friends. They are enemies, even if they are their parents. So somebody will say to you, oh, this is a phobia. Look, those guys. Phobia? It is obviously Muhammad who have a phobia. Islam is a religion of phobia. This is the truth. They have phobia even from your parents if they don't accept Islam. And then, if you read the verse before this one, it's speaking about that Allah will enforce Islam on all of you. And this is what the Muslims, they try to do. This is their target. And this is why they use the stupid liberals to enforce Islam on you. So the stupid liberals, they make law in USA, even USA, against Islamophobia. But we know that this work is useless because in USA, freedom of speech is granted. and you take your law and put it in your bum. They want to outlaw anyone who criticizes Islam. Islam needs protection. You can criticize Christianity. You can make a movie saying the F word to Jesus, no problem. But you cannot do that to Muhammad. Which means liberals, they respect terrorists. They don't respect the friendly Christians. But we are not coward like them. And here we wipe the face of Muhammad with our shoes, with no mercy. For he don't deserve respect. He's a criminal, he's a filthy man, he's a rapist, he's a child molester, he's a Jewish hater, he's a Christian hater. He want to kill anyone, including your parents if they are not Muslims. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you for long. I just wanted to share this with you. If somebody if somebody he is Hamas member and he said, I favor Biden, obviously Biden is a scumbag then. If they say he favor Trump, obviously Trump is a scumbag then. Those terrorists, they will never favor someone is good for us. As simple as that. They will favor someone is good for them. Iran, they were desperate to see, and I believe Iran, they sponsored the election of Biden. Strongly I believe in that, because they want to get rid of Trump. Trump, he suffocate Iran. You will notice that the first thing Biden he did, go check it out. The guy he just get in the office 5 days after he left Al-Houthi terrorist groups from the terrorist list. Why you do that? 5 days after the guy he just got in the office. That was a priority for him. This is the command of Obama, the Shia Obama. And right away he started negotiation how to lift sanctions on Iran. Immediately. It was a priority of Obama. Obama is back to the office, the Shia Obama. So right now, like Biden, he did all he can do to help Iran. But he could not do the whole plan because he don't have the majority. As Obama he did when he was in the office. Obama, he sent planes full of money. And by the way, Biden did the same. There is somebody talking. LP, are you talking? Is this LP talking? I don't hear anything. Okay, they'll disconnect. All right. So be careful. Always when the Muslim they say, and I have my reason, I'm not being prejudiced against Muslims. I know Islam very well. I'm here giving you facts, how those people vote. So when they vote to somebody, ask yourself why. If they are not allowed to be friends with us. If they are not even allowed to be friends with their own parents and their brothers and sisters, their own family, if they are not Muslims. Why they favor somebody? What he will do for them? Why a society who don't accept Biden as a president? Guys, don't invite anybody, please. According to Islam, they will not accept Biden as a president unless he is a Muslim. According to Islam, it is forbidden for a Muslim to accept anyone to be president or king on them unless he is a Muslim and he practices Sharia law. So what this voting about? They are voting for who exactly? If you go to chapter 5, verse number 51, it says it clearly again, over and over, that the one who take Christians and Jews, and this time it's by name, you know, they named us. It's not like maybe, maybe not, maybe they are talking about the atheists. No, no, no. They named you. Those who take Christians and Jews as a friends or protectors, they are friends and protectors of each other, which means they are not Muslims no more. And he amongst you who turn to them for friendship is of them, which means he's an enemy. Do you see it? So we are stating facts. We are not speaking about a group of people believing the opposite, fabricating false issues about them. And if you ask a Muslim, do you believe in the Quran? If you ask this guy who is talking about voting for Trump or for Biden, if you ask him, do you believe in the Quran? He will say yes. Do you believe in every verse in the Quran? He will say yes. This is what they believe in. They believe they can lie to you. They believe they can use you. They believe that you are the enemy. They believe that you are, if we take you as a friend, we became one of you, which means we are not Muslim no more. And this is why anyone who believes that a Muslim, when he become a citizen, he become really a citizen. He's not. He is just using the country for agenda. Until one day, maybe, they can be the citizen, which means they can take over the country. The same as Muhammad did as a stage of invasion. He went to the city of Yathrib, and the stupid Jews, I have to use the word stupid, the stupid Jews, they allow him to stay between them, and later he killed them all. They came as a smaller group of migrants. The stupid Jews, they opened their doors and their city for them. Few years after, the city became the city of Muhammad, and not a single Jew live in it. People who don't learn from history are stupid people. And everything I'm showing you, I'm not putting my camera, I'm showing you in the screen what they have in their books. And we can show you way more ugly than this. You might say to yourself, well, I have a Muslim, he's a friend, he's nice. But I just showed you, they are allowed to lie to you. In fact, Muhammad, he taught the Muslims how to treat the Christians and Jews when they see them in the street. When a Muslim, you see a Christian in the street, you have to force him to walk in the sewage. Is a Christian prince lying? Do you see it? The duty of a Muslim, when he see a Christian or a Jew in the street, is to harass him, is to insult him, is to put shame on him, and to make him walk in the sewage. The narrowest part of it, by the way, is not narrow road. It is the sewage. So if a Christian person coming and a Muslim coming from the other side, the Muslim, he will say to you, go down in the sewage. In the old days, there's a sewage is open in the side of the road. Christian is not even allowed to walk in the street with a Muslim. And then you will see a stupid Western saying to you, oh, this is a lie, this is not true. Go and live in Pakistan as a Christian and see how they treat you. They treat you like a piece of shit. Just go. Go and see and read history how they treat the Christians for centuries in the Middle East. So we are not making things up. Everything we say is coming from the mouth of their filthy prophet, from the mouth of their filthy God. Aka Muhammad. Allah is Muhammad. We know that. There's no Allah. And then they give you speeches about Islam is peace. Obviously, it is peace. If you see a Christian or a Jew in the street, force him to walk in the sewage. And what if he say no? Beat the hell of him, kill him. So this is my message for the foolish Western, specifically the liberals, or even those who claim to be Christian, but they think Islam, there is something good. You will see even some Christian priests, they say to you, we worship the same God. They will say to you, Islam is not a bad religion. No, those people have phobia. Brother, I remember once I made a speech in front of the foreign ministers of the Philippines. After I finished, I make a presentation. A Christian minister from a church is called Anabaptist. Anabaptist, I never heard of them before. He came to me and he says, what are you getting from this? Why you are doing that? I said, doing what? He said, don't you see like you are spreading hate and division? I said, what? What do you mean? He said, everything you said is hateful. I said, I'm just quoting the Quran. That's what the Muslims believe. He said, it doesn't matter, doesn't matter. And then I took his card. I said, do you have a card? So he gave me his card. Now I found out his church name, etc. And I found his Facebook page. At that time, I used to have a Facebook. I went to his page. He's posting a quote from Prophet Muhammad. A picture of Ali. Ali said that. And all the quote is fabrication, by the way. Trying his best. This guy is a Christian minister in the Philippines from Canada. Anabaptist Church is called. Anabaptist Church. I never heard of them before. Promoting the garbage of Islam to his own church. And he claimed, I am the one who spread hatred by telling the truth. I don't have Facebook no more. I deleted. I deleted Twitter, but I opened Twitter again. I have, I don't know, maybe 50, 60,000 at that time. I deleted them. But this is our situation. Liberals who they invade, they make infestation in our churches. Never go to a church. The minister of it is a liberal. He is no Christian. You cannot be Christian and liberal. You cannot. What liberal mean? Freedom of anything. Freedom from rules, from God, from ethic. Freedom. Hippie. So the second you see that you have a Christian, so-called a Christian minister, and he support liberals' ideas and belief, this guy is a fraud. He is no Christian. He is fooling you. The Lord, he says, be aware of false teachers. They will come to you in the clothes of a sheep. But in fact, they are wolves. We have a lot of garbage. And somebody need to clean it. And that's what we are doing. We are spreading the truth, and this is the way to clean the garbage. So people will see, people will know, people will learn. As the Lord, he said, read the books, search the books, and you will find the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free, is not the liberals. And you are set free when you understand how to live good, not how to be doomed. by open borders, bringing cults and false teaching into your churches, allowing everything wrong, using the word of Jesus, saying, God love everybody. God don't love everybody. You are a liar. God will destroy the wicked man. The Lord says peace to those who love peace and no peace for the wicked man. That is the Lord's statement. The Bible says who is the Antichrist is the one who denied the Father and the Son. So don't go and tell me that we have the same God, when the Bible says it clearly, this is an Antichrist cult. Those priests are the devil priest. And the liberals, they are party of the devil. And there's many who they are supposedly not liberals. In fact, they are liberals with color. So they color themselves with the ink you like to make you vote for them. But they vote for liberals' ideas after you put them in the office. So watch them carefully. I hope you learned something good for today. And I will try to come back later. Maybe at night. I'm trying to go like in the morning, at night, so we can get people from many places. From Africa, from Europe, from Asia, you know. And in the same time, we'll go at night, so people from USA, etc. If I can, I will come back. All right? Somebody saying big mistake by Christian Prince. Okay. You don't like what I'm saying? Comedian? Comardon? You don't like it? What do you need a fertilizer, my friend? I advise you to go and buy liberal fertilizer. All right? Take it 3 times a day. You wake up in the morning, you find yourself, you don't know who you are. You will be confused about your gender too. Like, are you a male or a female? I mean, those people are. They are confused about gender. I mean, the guy have a penis. There's a woman, she have a vagina. So what is the gender of this guy and the gender? It depends. What depends? Depend on what? I am a female and wearing a skirt. Like, what the heck? Those liberals are the party of stupidity. I don't know what to say. I mean, if they have a little intelligence, tell me where to find it. Did you see the liberal who became a Muslim? And she is a female man? What? She found that if you become a Muslim, you will have a lot of subscribers. So now, I mean, he, whatever, I don't know what to say. You are calling me princess? Well, let us see who is the SS. Do you dare to call me? Huh? De le million? Do you dare to call me potato? Or maybe you could not find your skirt in order to call me. Do you dare? I invite you before I leave, if you dare. Just get out of here, potato. What an idiot. We don't have time for garbage. You know, garbage, the word garbage is not accurate, I mean, to describe the situation, because garbage can be very useful. There is recycle, there is compost, there is many things can be useful from the garbage. Not in the case of liberals. they will be only used by your enemy. Liberals are the 7th column inside every society who will bring destruction upon you. So watch carefully. And that's why they are so close to each other between Muslims, who they believe if they see a Christian or a Jew in the street, they have to spit at his face, as you see in the screen. Who they believe they cannot take you as a friend, and you are an enemy. And between liberals, which is friendship hard to understand, because liberals who support homosexuality, gays, transgender, I mean everything. How the Muslim, they are so close with the Muslim, doesn't make sense. No, it makes sense. It's the same as the ant. She moved her cattle in the top of a leaf of a tree so they can make them honeydew. The liberals are the cattle, and the Muslim, they use them. And only naive people don't see that. But we see it very well. Thank you for watching. We will try to be back again. And you don't need to agree with me, for I am the last one who agree with me or not. I say it as it is. You like it. You don't, who care? The truth will set you free. And that is my Lord. He said, I am the truth. I am the way. I am the life. I am the resurrection. And you who follow your own way, you are doomed. And you who friend with evils, you are doomed. And who you are confused about who you are doomed. And the doom day is coming to you. Just wait for it.